Beautiful couple, aren't we? Oh, I'm going to show you some amazing remote viewing in this segment, and we're going to do a prediction that we're going to try to prevent something. So you say, why don't you prevent this? We're going to try to prevent one. We'll get to that in a minute, but Mimi's here with me. Hi, Mimi.
Hi.
My lovely, beautiful, wonderful wife. And it's good to have you here.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So there's some ladies that comment on the Aloha shirts that you buy for me. You go and you say, hey, look, I got these Aloha shirts. Do you like them? And I do show those to you.
Yes, you did.
We sit at the computer.
And then we read it together.
We read the comments.
Yeah.
And we appreciate the comments.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for noticing.
Isn't she great? You know how old she is? Guess how? You want to say how old you are?
65 years old is old age.
You're not 65.
I'm a senior.
You're 39 and a half.
No, that's too much. Maybe 55 or 59.
42. All right, we're going to show you some remote viewing. Mimi watches me remote view for 30 years now. Right?
Oh, yes.
Actually, it's 27.
Almost
28.
30 years. Almost 30 years, right?
Yeah. I go in the room, I do my little thing, I come out and I show her, and then we get the feedback a week later, and she goes,
wow.
hey,
Yeah.
good job. Yeah. So I'm going to say aloha to Mimi. Thank you for being on YouTube. We need you,
Thank you.
more often. And that's the news from Mimi. Now the remote viewing news. Thanks, Mimi.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mimi. Now for remote viewing. Edward Reardon produced this remote viewing prediction for the month of February. He drew Mitch McConnell, named Senator Mitch McConnell, and said there would be a health issue, and he used the word steps off, steps away, in hospital, not good. That was published on our private site, documented, time-stamped, and Mitch McConnell just fell. He had a stepping up issue, so a very accurate prediction from Edward Reardon. And then this one from Naeem Vendreas, he said that there would be an attack with several people fighting, grabbing, pushing on a floor in a formal setting. He drew what looks like a courtroom. He said a fight breaks out, there's an argument and a confrontation and something, very bad happening. And this happened exactly, it made big news when the family of a murder victim attacked the defendant in court, just as Naeem had predicted and seen in his remote viewing. And then this one is one we're going to try to prevent. This is something we've never done before, actually publish something ahead of time and attempt to get someone's attention and get them to prevent it. In my monthly events for February, I saw a young, fit person with tattoos that is famous on social media, and I saw him having a fatal accident involving a vehicle collision. And my good friend Jay Snip down in Florida, Snippy, said he thinks he knows who this is. Snippy says, my prediction looks like it involves Cletus McFarland. I'd never heard of Cletus McFarland. I didn't know who he was, but it looks like the guy I saw in my remote viewing. So Cletus McFarland, I don't know you, and I don't want to scare you, and I don't even know if this is appropriate, but what I saw in my prediction, Jay Snip, who's also pretty intuitive, feels it might be pointing to something happening to you, and we don't want anything to happen to you. So be safe, be well. Maybe don't take so many risks in the near future. If you have a race, go spend time with your family instead of taking on that bad race course. I don't know hard to know how to exactly state this, but we have a record of hits with remote viewing, and people always ask us, why don't you prevent something? Why don't you tell people? So there you go. People with tattoos that are well known on social media that might get in a vehicle collision. Be careful, please. Aloha.